Hello everyone, welcome to Ordinary Guy Finance. Make complex finance terms simple. Today we're going to talk about the best mutual funds that are available right now for long-term investing. If you're not sure on how to invest in individual stocks or do not have expertise or patience to research about the stocks, I think the next best bet is to invest in mutual funds. Here is the criteria that I've considered to filter the best mutual funds. The first one is the performance. How I've checked how they've performed in the previous years. And the second one is the expense ratio. This is the annual fee that the fund charges from you to manage your money. The lesser, the better. And then the third one is the fund manager's experience. So I've selected 3 mutual funds based on the criteria. The first one is Mirae Asset Emerging Blue Chip Fund. If you look at the performance, we're talking about the compounded annual growth rate. For the last 1 year, it's close to 18%. 3 years, close to 10%. 5 years, more than 16%. Since inception, it generated more than 20% returns. These are really great numbers. And coming to the expense ratio, there are 2 options, to invest in the fund. One is the direct plan and the second one is the regular plan. Direct plan is what you buy directly from the mutual fund house through their website, whereas the regular plan is what you buy through an advisor or broker. The fund house has to pay a commission to the intermediaries, obviously. So obviously, the expense ratio will be higher for the regular plan. If you look at the performance against Nifty 50, that's also great. For this graph is showing you for the last 1 year. So it obviously outperformed the Nifty 50. Now let's look at the holdings and allocation of this fund. The left table shows you the top 10 holdings, and then the right table shows you the spread across different sectors. As you can imagine from the name, most of the companies that they've invested in are blue chip companies like HDFC, ICICI, and Reliance. And they've also have a good spread across multiple sectors. For example, they've invested 20% in banks and 12% in consumer, non-durables, etc. The next fund we're going to talk about is the SBI Small Cap Fund. This fund I've selected even though the returns are not that great in the recent years. If you look at the performance, the last year it generated close to 10%. 3 years is not that great at 4%. 5 years it's more than 12%. But since inception, if you see, it's generated more than 17%. If you are patient, this kind of fund is going to generate good returns for you. And expense ratio, direct plan is it's at 0.96%, and regular plan they're charging 1.88%. If you look at the comparison against Nifty 50, it's doing better than Nifty 50. And these are the top holdings, and then the spread across different sectors. The highest one is the consumer goods at 26%. The next one is the ICICI Prudential Technology Fund. I have selected this fund not only for the returns, but also due to the recent events because of COVID-19. Technology adoption has increased a lot. So I think you can generate good returns with the technology fund. The performance is great. Obviously, if you look at the last year, it's almost 60%. But in general, on an average, if you see 3 years, it's more than 27%. 5 years, it's close to 18%. And since inception, it generated close to 22%. This is really great. But the only downside is this is a little bit expensive. Even the direct plan is costing you, they're charging 1.91%. And obviously, it outperformed the Nifty 50. And these are the holdings and allocation of the technology, ICICI Prudential Technology Fund. Obviously, this is a tech fund, so they've invested mostly in tech companies. And if you see the allocation, also mostly in the software companies. I believe these are the three funds that are going to generate good returns over the long term. Happy investing, but do your own research before you invest. If you like my content, please subscribe to the channel and please provide your feedback in the comments. Thank you.